question 3 and question 4 are pretty quick and can be pretty easy. So in A, they want you to come up with 4 different functions so that if you added those 4 different functions together, you got 4 plus 5x plus 2x cubed. And there's a million right answers. Can you see that if you made f of x the 4, g of x the 5x, n of x one of the x squared, and m of x the other x squared, if you added those all up, you would get 4 plus 5x plus 2x squared. Oh, it's cubed. Thank you. So really not hard at all. In fact, there's even ways, like, you could sort of even cheat in some of these ones. Not cheat, but like, can you see that if you made f of x, the whole thing, without changing anything, what would you have to make g of x? Yeah. And then what would you make n of x? Yeah. And m of x? 0 again. It would be right. You feel like, am I cheating a little bit? Maybe. But it's perfectly fine. In fact, I'd probably do that. If h of x is f of x minus g of x, why not just make f of x the whole thing and g of x 0? It would work. So the only way I think this would ever come up on the exam is they would say, they would probably make it harder. So I'm going to change B, because B we can make super easy again. This would be more typical on the exam. For one, usually the exam doesn't like to, in math exams, don't like to write questions where there's a million right answers. And the person who's marking has to check every single one every single time. So this would be a more typical kind of question. We know that h of x is 4 plus 5x plus 2x cubed. So you know that the h of x, I'll write that out, is 4 plus 5x plus 2x cubed. And you know that f of x was 2x minus 3, and we're supposed to subtract g of x. Could you do the algebra to figure this out? Right. Probably what I would do is I would move g of x to this side, and then I would subtract all of h of x, which would be the 4 plus the 5x plus the 2x cubed, and just keep it in brackets there and subtract that whole thing to the other side. Then it wouldn't be hard to figure out what g of x is. What are we going to get with our constants? A negative 7. 2x minus 5x, negative 3x, and then a minus 2x cubed. So if they told you what f of x is, could you find g of x? Absolutely. But if you're just allowed to make ones up, then super easy. So just question number 7 for practice here.